Yesterday we were surprised by the utterances that were made by Mr. William Ruto in a church somewhere in Kiambu, trying to insinuate that the party leader of White Patriotic Front and our presidential candidate has no capacity to develop this country because allegedly he has not developed the road that leads to his home in Sekuru. First of all, it is very surprising and indicates that William Ruto is a very selfish and egocentric individual who always thinks that it should always begin with him. And if it is not with him, then there is nobody else who ought to get before he gets. That is a very selfish character, very selfish evidence of an individual who is selfish. Yet the Constitution speaks about servant leadership. I have heard His Excellency Kalonzo Musyoka explaining that when he was the vice president in Kibaki's time, he was approached by the permanent secretary for roads by then, Mr. Kenywa, who proposed that he would wish to have the road tarmacked. And he was proposing to start from Sekuru, the home for His Excellency Kalonzo Musyoka, downwards. But because of this selfless leadership that he has, His Excellency Kalonzo Musyoka, I've heard him say that he authorized that the road begins from Mwingi to Sekuru, as opposed from Sekuru to Mwingi. I believe that is the character of individuals that we need to have in this country. Selfless leadership. A leader who can give to his people much more than he can get from them. That is what we need to have. Number two, it is unfortunate that Mr. William Ruto can have the audacity to evaluate individual leadership or capacity from that particular perspective. Lakini ni vile ametafuta shida ingine yote ya kusema kuhusu Kalonzo Musyoka amekosa. Ametafuta maneno ya abduction, ama Kalonzo Musyoka amesha abduct watu, amekosa. Ametafuta maneno ya ufisadi, corruption, amekosa. Ametafuta maneno ya extrajudicial killing, amekosa. Ametafuta maneno ya wizi wa mali ya umma, amekosa. Akaona ile anaweza kusema ni maneno kama hayo. Maanake ukizungumza maneno kama ya abduction, huwezi kuzungumza maneno ya abduction na usihusishe William Ruto. So to me, it's a way of trying to show that ule mtu alikuwa anafikiria ni wadengu, ule alikuwa anasema ni wadengu, he's becoming impactful in the Kenyan political dispensation. He should have answered Duale what Duale said and spoke about his people. Duale begins with the Somalis, ends with the Somalis. I have not heard anybody criticize him. So this idea of trying to balkanize and profile the Kikuyu community or the Mount Kenya community, so the Mount Kenya community may be banished and may be avoided by other people, is wrong. We are forging a unity of purpose. Today we were at the White Patriotic Front. We have had people from all the way from Samburu, others from Laikipia, others from Peketoni. Those are not Kikuyus and they are joining the party. So our party is not associating with tribal leadership. It's associating with individuals of like-minded. And we shall associate with individuals of like-minded other than William Ruto. Any person who believes in the possibility of change of this country will be our ally other than Mr. William Ruto and Kindiki. Hali aibu sana tuliona pale wakati wa William Ruto alikuwa ametembea pale kanisani. They have turned churches to places of gossip. Churches have become political rallies, to the extent that individuals can ferry women from all walks of life and from all corners of the country to go and cheer them. You know, it is shameful. Places of worship must be respected and must be allowed to remain as places of worship. We go there to worship, not to show our political muscle. So those individuals must be condemned. They must be told that they should keep off from the places of worship. Let them do whatever they want to do outside there. Lakini mahali watu wanaenda kuomba lazima paheshimiwe.